There is a mistake sitting under the hood of thousands of Ford trucks and SUVs right now, and most owners will not find out about it until a routine tune-up turns into a four-figure repair bill. It has nothing to do with the brand of spark plug you buy or the gap you set. It comes down to timing, and specifically how long those plugs are allowed to sit in the cylinder head before anyone touches them again. Ford built some of its most popular engines with aluminum heads and steel spark plugs, and that combination does not forgive procrastination. Wait too long and the plug does not just wear out, it can fuse itself into the metal around it. By the end of this video, you will know exactly why this happens, which Ford engines are most at risk, the warning signs almost everyone misses, and the correct way to avoid turning a routine maintenance job into a nightmare that pulls the cylinder head off your engine. The real mistake behind the headline. The mistake is not forgetting to change spark plugs. Almost every owner eventually gets around to it. The real mistake is trusting a generic maintenance interval instead of understanding what is actually happening inside the engine over time. Spark plugs threaded directly into an aluminum cylinder head create a natural chemical relationship between two different metals. Under heat cycles, that relationship produces oxidation at the threads. In most engines, this process is slow and manageable, and a spark plug can be removed and replaced without drama for well over 100,000 miles. But certain Ford engines, most notably the 5.4-liter Triton V8, built with 3 valves per cylinder between 2004 and 2008, were fitted with 2-piece spark plugs that made this oxidation problem far worse. The lower half of the plug would corrode into the aluminum threads so thoroughly that attempting a normal removal could snap the plug in half, leaving the electrode end wedged permanently inside the head. Owners who treat spark plug replacement as a simple, low-stakes task on these engines are the ones who get blindsided. They assume a plug is a plug. They wait until a check engine light or a misfire forces the issue, sometimes well past 100,000 miles. And by then, the corrosion has had years to do its work. The 1% who avoid this disaster are not smarter mechanics. They are simply owners who understood that on certain Ford engines, the calendar matters as much as the mileage, and that letting plugs sit past the point other engines would tolerate is the single decision that turns a 30-minute job into an engine-out repair. Why aluminum heads make this so much worse? To understand why this mistake is so easy to make, it helps to know what is actually happening at the microscopic level. Aluminum is a soft, reactive metal. Spark plug shells are typically steel or a steel alloy. When two dissimilar metals sit in contact with each other under heat, moisture, and electrical activity, a slow chemical reaction takes place at the boundary between them. This is a form of galvanic corrosion, and it builds up a layer of oxide that is harder and more brittle than either of the original metals. In most modern engines, manufacturers account for this by using anti-seize compounds, precise torque specifications, and plug designs that resist this reaction. Ford's 3-valve Triton engines added a second complication. The spark plugs used in these engines had a 2-piece design, where the porcelain insulator and the electrode assembly were built as a separate unit from the outer steel shell. This design was intended to help with manufacturing tolerances, but it meant that if corrosion built up between the shell and the surrounding aluminum threads, the two pieces of the plug could separate from each other during removal. The mechanic turning the plug would feel the top half break free, only to discover the bottom half, the part actually threaded into the head, was still seized in place. At that point, a routine plug swap becomes an extraction job that can require specialized tools, thread repair inserts, or in worse cases, removal of the cylinder head entirely to drill out the remaining piece without damaging the surrounding aluminum. This is not a rare, isolated horror story. It became well known enough among Ford technicians and owners that it earned its own reputation within truck and SUV forums, and Ford itself acknowledged the issue by releasing updated plug designs and revised torque and anti-seize guidance for affected engines. The lesson is not that every Ford with an aluminum head is a ticking time bomb. It is that specific engines, specific plug designs, and specific neglect intervals combine to create a real and well-documented risk, and owners who do not know their engine's history are the ones most exposed. Which Ford engines carry this risk? Not every Ford owner needs to lose sleep over this. The engines most closely associated with this problem are the 3-valve 5.4-liter Triton V8 engines used in the F-150 between 2004 and 2008, along with the Expedition, Lincoln Navigator, and several other trucks and SUVs sharing the same platform during that window. These engines were popular, reliable in most respects, and remain common on the road today, which is exactly why this issue still comes up so often in repair shops. Owners of these specific model years should treat spark plug service as a job worth researching before scheduling, rather than assuming a generic quick lube shop will handle it the same way they would on any other vehicle. Later, Ford engines, including the 4-valve versions of the Triton and the modern EcoBoost lineup, use different plug designs and different head materials in some cases, and Ford also revised its recommended procedures and updated plug designs specifically in response to the problems seen in the earlier 3-valve engines. This does not mean newer engines are entirely risk-free when it comes to aluminum head corrosion, since the same basic chemistry between steel plugs and aluminum threads still applies across nearly every modern Ford engine. It means the severity and likelihood of a catastrophic seizure is significantly lower on newer platforms, which is one more reason knowing your specific engine matters so much more than following a one-size-fits-all maintenance calendar. If you are unsure which category your vehicle falls into, the fastest way to find out is to look up your engine by its exact code, either through your owner's manual, a dealership parts lookup using your vehicle identification number, or a quick search using your specific year, model, and trim. This single step takes only a few minutes and immediately tells you whether your maintenance interval should be treated as a flexible suggestion or a firm deadline. The warning signs. Almost everyone misses. Because the actual seizing happens slowly and invisibly inside the engine, most owners get no dramatic warning until the moment a technician has a wrench on the plug. But there are signs that point toward a problem brewing, and recognizing them early is what separates the owners who avoid a disaster from the ones who do not. The first sign is simply age and mileage without any corresponding maintenance record. If you own a Ford truck or SUV with an engine known for this issue, and you do not know for certain when the plugs were last changed, that uncertainty itself is the warning. Spark plugs left in place for well beyond 100,000 miles, particularly through repeated heat cycles from stop-and-go driving, give corrosion far more time to develop than plugs changed on a more conservative schedule. The second sign is a subtle change in idle quality, or a very slight misfire that comes and goes, especially under load or during cold starts. This does not always mean a plug is about to break during removal, but it does mean the ignition system is aging, and it is a natural prompt to have the plugs inspected rather than waiting for a check engine light to force the issue. The third and most overlooked sign is simply not knowing your engine's specific plug design history. Owners who bought their truck or SUV used without full service records are often the ones most at risk, because they have no idea whether the plugs currently installed are original, how long they have been in place, or whether a previous owner used the correct anti-seize procedure during a prior replacement. A 5-minute conversation with a Ford dealership parts department or a quick search of your engine's build code can tell you whether your specific engine falls into the higher risk category. And that knowledge alone puts you ahead of the vast majority of owners who never bother to check. What this mistake actually costs you. The financial gap between doing this right and getting it wrong is enormous, and it is worth spelling out clearly, because it is the reason this mistake deserves so much attention. A normal spark plug replacement on a V8 truck engine, done proactively and on schedule, typically costs a few $100s in parts and labor, even at a dealership. It is not a repair most owners think twice about. Compare that to what happens when a plug breaks during removal on an affected Triton engine. If the broken piece can be extracted with specialized tools while the engine remains in the vehicle, the repair bill climbs into the range of several hundred to over $1,000 per affected cylinder, factoring in the extra labor, extraction tools, and potential thread repair. If the break is severe enough, or if multiple cylinders are affected at once, technicians sometimes recommend pulling the cylinder heads entirely to safely remove the debris and repair the threads without risking damage to the block. At that point, the repair bill can climb well into the thousands of dollars, easily eclipsing the value of the routine maintenance that was skipped in the first place. This is the trap. The mistake does not announce itself as a $500 decision. It disguises itself as simply putting off a task that feels optional, and it can turn into one of the most expensive repairs an otherwise reliable engine will ever need. Understanding this cost gap is exactly why the small percentage of owners who take this seriously treat spark plug replacement on these engines as a scheduled, non-negotiable service rather than something to handle whenever it becomes convenient. There is also a time cost that rarely gets discussed alongside the dollar figure. A proactive spark plug job on a V8 truck engine can usually be finished in an afternoon, and the vehicle is back in your driveway the same day. A broken plug extraction, especially one that requires pulling a cylinder head, can leave a truck sitting in a shop for several days, sometimes longer if the shop needs to order thread repair kits or discovers additional damage once the head is off. For anyone who relies on their truck for work, hauling, or a daily commute, that lost time can matter just as much as the repair bill itself. And it is one more reason the small upfront effort of proactive maintenance is worth so much more than it appears on the surface. The right way to replace spark plugs on these engines. Avoiding this mistake does not require exotic tools or dealership-only expertise. It requires patience, the right technique, and a willingness to treat the job differently than a spark plug swap on a typical 4-cylinder sedan. The first principle is temperature. Spark plugs on aluminum heads should always be removed when the engine is completely cold, ideally after sitting overnight. Aluminum expands and contracts more than steel with temperature changes, and removing plugs while the engine is still warm increases the risk of the threads gripping the plug shell more tightly, raising the odds of a break. The second principle is patience during removal itself. Rather than applying steady, increasing force with a ratchet, the correct approach is to break the plug loose in small increments, backing it out partially, then threading it back in slightly, working it back and forth gradually to help clear any built-up corrosion from the threads before fully removing it. This back and forth motion, sometimes called walking the plug out, gives corrosion less opportunity to bind the plug mid-removal. The third principle is using the correct anti-seize compound on installation, applied sparingly and only to the threads, never to the electrode or the plug's firing end. Over-application of anti-seize can actually cause its own problems, including altering torque readings and contaminating the combustion chamber. So a thin, even coating is the goal, not a heavy layer. The fourth principle is torque accuracy. Over-tightening a spark plug in an aluminum head is one of the fastest ways to strip threads or set up future seizing problems, while under-tightening can allow heat to escape past the seal and accelerate corrosion from the opposite direction. Following the manufacturer's specific torque value with a proper torque wrench, rather than tightening by feel, removes the guesswork entirely. Finally, and most importantly, is respecting the interval itself. For engines with a documented history of this issue, many experienced technicians recommend proactive replacement on a more conservative schedule than the plug's rated lifespan might suggest, particularly if the vehicle sees a lot of short trips, stop-and-go traffic, or extended idling that adds more heat cycles without highway miles to balance them out. Choosing a slightly earlier replacement interval, done properly with the steps above, is a small inconvenience compared to the alternative. Why this mistake catches even careful owners. What makes this particular issue so persistent is that it does not punish neglect in an obvious way. A worn brake pad squeals, a dying battery struggles to start the engine. A failing spark plug on one of these engines, by contrast, can sit quietly for years with no dramatic symptoms at all, right up until the moment someone tries to remove it. This is exactly why so many owners, even ones who are otherwise diligent about maintenance, fall into this trap. They are doing everything right by their own standards, following a generic maintenance schedule, and have no reason to suspect their specific engine carries a heightened risk unless they happen to research it directly or ask the right technician the right question. This is also why the 1% who avoid the mistake tend to share a common trait. They are not necessarily more mechanically skilled than everyone else. They are simply better informed about their specific vehicle, and they treat that information as something worth acting on rather than filing away. Knowing your engine's history, understanding which components carry documented risks, and choosing a proactive replacement schedule instead of a reactive one is a small shift in mindset that pays off enormously the moment it matters. It is also worth saying plainly that this is not a reason to distrust Ford engines as a whole. The 3-valve Triton V8 remains a fundamentally strong and durable engine in most respects, and millions of miles have been logged on these trucks without incident. The spark plug issue is a specific, well-understood weak point tied to a specific design choice during a specific window of production, not a sign of broader unreliability. Treating it as a known quirk to plan around rather than a reason to panic is exactly the mindset that keeps ownership of these trucks a positive experience rather than a source of dread every time a maintenance light comes on. The bottom line: spark plugs are one of the most routine, unglamorous parts of vehicle maintenance, which is exactly why this mistake is so easy to make. On most cars, waiting a little longer than recommended costs nothing more than a slightly rougher idle. On certain Ford engines with aluminum heads and two-piece plug designs, that same delay can turn a routine service into one of the most expensive repairs the engine will ever face. The fix is not complicated. Know your engine, respect the interval, use the correct technique on removal and installation, and treat this specific job as one where patience is not optional. Do that, and you join the small percentage of owners who will never have to learn this lesson the hard way.